This lesson is to show why rounding to one significant digit makes sense over using something like Technique 1 or Technique 2 when estimating multiplication. So here's the problem I want to estimate. Suppose your monthly mortgage payment is $1,848.76, and you have just a little over, you have 4.5 years still to pay it off. This is per month, and you have 4.5 years left to pay it off. So you're trying to estimate approximately the total that you still have to pay. So the first thing to realize is 4.5 years is going to be 4 years worth of months. So let's see, there's 12 months per year. You're going to have that 4 times. And so that's going to be 48 months. And then another half of a year, another half of 12 months. So an extra 6 months. And so that's a total of 54 months. So basically, you're going to be paying $1,848.76, $1,848.76, 54 times. And so we're going to try to estimate this, first using Technique 1, and sort of see, okay, what's that like, and how can we analyze the answer. Then we'll use Technique 2, and then finally we'll try by rounding each number to one significant digit. And I have a tendency to abbreviate significant digit to SIGDIG, because SIGDIG's kind of fun to say. All right, so we'll try Technique 1 first. So Technique 1 says you're going to round each number to the largest place value of the largest number. So this is the thousands place. And so 1,848.76 is going to be approximately 2,000. And then 54, the thousands place and the hundreds place both have zeros in them. So 54 is going to be approximately 0. And the problem with using Technique 1, although in real life that would be great if you're going to pay approximately nothing to pay off your house, but that's not at all, it's not helpful to go, oh yeah, it's about nothing. It's certainly not true, and it's not really helpful. So then we look at, let me get rid of that underline. Then in Technique 2, we're going to round each number to the largest place value of the smallest number. So we're going to round each number to the tens place. And so when I round those off, I've got 1,850, because the 8's going to bump the 4 up to a 5. And then 54 is going to round off to 50, because the 4 is less than 5. And there's nothing wrong with this per se, but we're trying to estimate. We're trying to make this pretty easy. And if I was trying to do this in my head, I'd get lost in the minutia. And if I was going to write it out on paper, a lot of steps. And if I'm going to do it on my calculator, might as well do the regular problem on my calculator. So this is just inappropriately too much work. So let me just put that in blue. Too much work for an estimation. So finally, let's look at rounding each number to one significant digit. And I'm going to go to the next page to do that. So once again, we're trying to estimate 1,848.76 times 54. And when you're rounding to one significant digit, each number has its own place value that it's going to round to. One significant digit, well, the most significant digit in the first number is the thousands place, the 1 in the thousands place, and the most significant digit in the second number is the 5 in the tens place. So unlike Technique 1 and Technique 2 for adding and subtracting, where you're really concerned with rounding to the same level, here there's no reason to do that. You're really just estimating the number of times you have some other number, and it's okay to say that the first number rounded to the thousands place and the second number rounded to the tens place, because this is about $2,000 50 times. And when I do that, I'm simply saying, cool, 2 times 5 with, let me get a different color, with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros attached to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros attached to it. So 2 times 5 is 10 with the 4 zeros. And now reality sets in that you've got about $100,000 to pay still. And it's an interesting thing about mortgages is, you know, you're only paying $1,848 a month, which is a good sum of money, but to think about, wow, in just 4.5 years, I'm going to be paying about $100,000 into the bank. All right.